Hey Libra, this is Star. We're here to do your April reading. I did say in the past that I would do a whole story reading about every 3 months or so, and the last time I did one was in January. So here we are. It's time for your whole story reading. For those of you who are new to my channel, the whole story reading is where we go through the entire deck, including a clarifier deck. So let's get started. I always shuffle on camera so that you know that I'm not rigging the decks for you. So be patient with me. If you don't want to wait around, you can always fast forward to the beginning of the reading. All right, Libra. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Some of you may be feeling like really unstable or something in the way life used to be, like something changed, I feel. Could be for many of you. All right, let's get the main deck here. Okay, let's get started. So let me put all the cards out before I start talking, for the, in case somebody didn't want to stick around and they were fast forwarding. All right, give me a moment here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so definitely instability, especially when it comes to finances, or even just your home situation, your career. I just see you as not feeling very stable when it comes to that. Let's see, I feel as though you've been through a long, hard road. You almost feel like you want to give up, but you know that things are about to change for you, or at least you're still hopeful. You have a pretty good sense about, what you're able to handle and what you can't handle. And there's still a sense within you that you still have more in you. You can still take it. You can still do this. You can still overcome and persevere. That's what I'm seeing here. I do feel like it's taking a lot from you to kind of stay on your feet, to keep balance. I feel there's a lot these days that feels overwhelming, and you keep searching for a way out, a way forward. Let's see here. I almost feel as though you've gotten into situations, either situations or I guess situations with people, with other people who you thought could be of service to you, or somehow they could help you out of a particular problem or issue that you may have been having. And I feel like you've been disappointed along the way, or people just end up doing more harm than good. However, I do feel that this eventually you will be led to either the right people who are really there to give you that helping hand, to give you a support system as well, is what I'm getting here. If it's not other people, then this is like something happening where when you feel sort of like you've hit rock bottom, there's another opportunity, something else happens, something new, that restores your sense of motivation, your drive, your emotional well-being. I do feel that some of you are kind of recuperating from a relationship that went sour. It's definitely a relationship that you put a lot into, but it did not, it just left you kind of in a shambles. I do feel like somebody walked away from you, or you were forced to walk away from someone else, but I see you in separation here from someone. All right, let's clarify. Okay. Some of you are definitely in search of love, but you don't want to waste your time. If you're going to invest in a new relationship, because I do see here a lot of you are looking for relationships, you may be dating, but I feel like it's like whatever it is you're looking for, you're not really finding out there. And so some of you may be like almost feeling like you want to give up. You have your days where you almost don't want to talk to anyone, you don't want to deal with people. And then there's other days that the passionate person in you makes you want to get out there and meet someone and find that special person finally. Because I feel like ultimately that's truly what you desire. You really want like the whole package. But you want a relationship that's, I feel as though perhaps you came out of a situation where you gave a lot more than the other person did, or you've been in patterns of, relationships in which you ended up losing much more than the other person because you overextended yourself or were somehow taken advantage of. I do feel as though there's a lot of people trying to reach out, trying to communicate with you and talk to you, but there is a sense of mistrust here. Okay, so for some of you, it's going to be like a sense of mistrust, like it's just suspiciousness around new people in general. For others of you, I feel as though you're feeling a little bit self-conscious about your home situation, your financial situation. I feel like in your mind, you don't have your shit together, and so you don't really want other people noticing that. Yeah, you're very much all over the place, really stressing out a lot about everything, really, and it just has your energy. I see your energy here being really scattered. Interesting. Okay, so this Ace of Pentacles is clarified here by the Devil. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Okay, let me clarify the bottom card so that I can get a bigger picture of this. Okay. For some of you, there may actually be an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person may play a part here in this situation for a number of you in a way that perhaps you don't get along with this person. So for some of you, this is just like an insecurity of yours, you feeling like you're not at a certain status that you want to be. For others of you, this is an actual person, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This may be a person who is perhaps envious of you, or you are of them. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got the Seven of Pentacles twice, clarifying each other. Oh. Okay. Well, here's, wow. Let me get this out here. So, one second. There is somebody around you, Libra, who is portraying themselves to be a friend, a teammate, an ally. For some of you, could be a lover. You know, this could be anybody, but somebody close. Okay, they're portraying themselves as being somebody close, but like I said, this person is actually very jealous, very envious, and wants something that you have. I do have to say, in some cases, this is, for those of you female Libras, I feel like this is somebody, it can be even like a best friend, a close female friend, who wants to take your spot in your family. Like, they want your husband, they want your place in your home. They're waiting, you know, I see here somebody waiting for a marriage to fall apart. And I feel as though you've had thoughts about this. You've had like an intuition that something's off with this person, or something about their comments, you know, makes you pause, makes you think like, what did they mean by that? Or something feels different, something feels off. You need to pay attention to that, because I do feel like there are things that are being overlooked, and so you're not, it's almost as though they're being overlooked because you don't want to make a scene, you don't want to cause any issues, or you don't want to seem paranoid, but you do need to protect yourself against somebody who is around you, who has very negative energy, wants what you have. Yeah, this is time. I feel as though this new moon may illuminate who this person is. So you may find out about this if you haven't already. It may happen pretty soon, actually. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what else, Libra. Okay. Actually, let me put these on this side so that I don't confuse them. Let's see. I feel like there's going to be announcements as well at work. Perhaps somebody leaving, somebody retiring, and you not liking this. For some of you, you may get added responsibilities because of this. Let's see. There's some kind of opportunity or new beginning that you have been waiting for, but there's been a lot of question about it, or you've been having doubt or something like that, or there's just been a lot of challenges. I do see you overcoming. There's going to be a lot of happiness with regards to this. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of worrying. You're doing a lot of worrying, but there's no need. You're going to be successful with that. Let's see what else. Yeah, I definitely feel like you've been through these experiences, Libra, where it's almost like the universe has almost forced you to continue being confident even when you are facing failure after failure. It's like I'm almost seeing like you having a really great day where things go really well, and then it's all wiped away with all this shit happening, you know. But it's like the universe wants to show you almost with tough love. I don't know why though. That it seems kind of a little harsh for some reason. But this feels like it's already happened. It's just you may be reflecting back on these past experiences and how, yeah, perhaps you recognize the fact that you have grown stronger. You're more confident about yourself as a result of these difficulties that you've been through. Because I do feel like you've been through a very trying time. I get the sense here that you've felt kind of isolated and you know, at the time when you needed people the most, it seems like you were at your loneliest. Yeah. Especially here, you know, this first line, it feels very lonely to me, but it also feels very healing. So it seems as though if you have been through a period of time where you have felt lonely, isolated, or even abandoned, just know that this period was meant. It was meant to happen, and it did have a purpose. It had a higher purpose for you to become, I guess, closer to yourself, to get to know yourself better, and to evolve. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I also feel I'm seeing here that this also developed a resourceful side of you that, yeah, maybe you were resourceful in the past, but this is like in different ways. This is maybe you developed new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing things, new ideologies even. I feel like there was a maturity that happened emotionally as well. It made you a more independent person. So you may be experiencing delays because, like I said, I do see a sense of having to wait, and then doubts creeping up. There's doubts creeping up, but I do see success happening here and you being happy with a new fresh start is what I'm seeing. But just understand that the isolation is for a purpose. And so I do feel like part of the lesson actually is for you to identify what that purpose was, identify what the lessons along the way were trying to teach you. Let's clarify. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So yeah, again with the Five of Pentacles being there, again that sense of loneliness, a sense of lack, and being alone. Well, I already said that, but anyway, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then the Eight of Wands with the Four of Cups, so a dissatisfaction in. I want to say the pace of something happening, because we're seeing delays with the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse there. It's like things are moving, okay? Those two cards are right there next to each other, so things are moving. There may be obstacles, finances may have been an obstacle for you to move at the pace that you wanted to move because of financial constraints. Whatever it was, something was holding you back. I do, however, feel with this Emperor card here, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I kind of feel as though a little bit of rigidity and not wanting to let go of the past was also holding you back from moving forward. And this could have been either you actively doing things, demonstrating that type of behavior, or subconsciously holding on to old energy. Because see, we have the Tower here in reverse, clarifying that Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is about, like I said, new ideas, plans for the future, making plans, learning new things. But there's this resistance kind of, to letting go, because it's scary, because it's disruptive. But it's as though you have a choice here, and I think that. I feel like you're at that point where you have a choice here on how you view this big change that you're going through. So you can view it as a big ending, and see it as something sad, something to resist, something to hold on for dear life. Or you could see it as some beautiful brand new beginning, the creation of something beautiful with that Empress card, which does represent you. So that's really your energy there, clarifying that World card. So I do feel as though all of these changes are really a sign that there's like a new you really emerging here, and you have been working on with this Eight of Pentacles. Again, this sense with the King of Cups being there as the clarifier is this sense that you've been working on an emotional maturity. There's a part of you that is kind of falling away, because I do feel like you were somewhat dependent upon others for whatever it was, emotional support, that you were somehow codependent is what I'm kind of picking up here for a good majority of you. And so I do feel like you have been working. For some of you, like I said, it was sort of a tough love kind of lesson that the universe, I want to say, really like imposed upon you. I feel like it was the right time, it needed to happen, and so you've been on that task of having to do that, and it's been a long, hard road, because these are like fundamental changes within you. This is not something, just a switching detergent brand. No, this is like a major fundamental change of who you are, and how you carry yourself as a person. So yeah, the Nine of Pentacles is very much about how we see ourselves as independent people, especially right there sandwiched in between the Messenger being here, the Hierophant in this deck, and the Moon. So this is really, the Hierophant is really like your it can represent like your morals, your ideals, can even represent your religion, it's just your higher self, your higher beliefs. And with the Moon being your emotions, this is about kind of bringing all of that together and putting that into balance, right? Making it something that you can manage, because I do get the sense that either one was overpowering the other. So And it can be both in you know, for the same person. It's just that at certain moments perhaps one was overpowering the other. So maybe, you know, in relationships you were allowing yourself to be overpowered by your emotions, and letting your emotions get the best of you and get swept away by, you know, relationships. Perhaps you know, it just, it can be a number of things, but this is about you mastering with that high priestess, mastering your own, um, mastering yourself really, you know, and being able to balance. The high priestess is the number 2, finding spiritual balance, spiritual emotional balance. And that's very much, you know, very, very much moon energy. The moon is actually clarified by the hermit in reverse. So I do feel like this Libra full moon definitely uh, revealed something deep within yourself. Okay, it was something very emotional, but it was for the purpose of emotional, spiritual maturity and balance, bringing you back to balance, so that you're not feeling like you're all over the place depending on all the changes going on around you, you know? So because it's like, you know, all the changes going on around you, let's say they're the waves, and so you are moving with the waves. And I feel as though the universe wanted you to find your balance, and regardless of whatever was happening around you, you would always be this empress, you know, this, that she's not moving from there, she's just steady and sure. So let's see here. Yeah, so again, I do feel this sense that all of these obstacles that you have encountered, that you saw as something negative, it was actually for your benefit. These obstacles are almost your pauses, you know, for you to have the time to reflect and be able to make these milestones in maturity along the way, along this journey, so that you can really reap the benefits of these lessons and find your 10 of Cups. Look at this. We have 10 of Cups clarified by the 6 of Wands. I mean, that's absolute victory and happiness. And it's definitely about, look, the 6 of Wands is right next to that actually, and it's clarified by the Star in reverse. So it's something that you overcome, that you had given up hope. Like you thought that's never going to happen, and then it does. You thought it's never going to happen because it was out of your control. So that could be another thing here, is these could be like control issues that were happening, because I do get the sense here that what you're going to find is whatever this victory is for you, it's a general reading, so it'll be different for each of you. But whatever this 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands victory is for you, what that represents for you, you're going to find that it's going to come to you the moment that you surrender. When you realize that you really have no say and no power in this, other than working on yourself and raising your own vibration. If we're trying to go through life moving people around like little chess pieces, and that may work for some time, but eventually it's all going to fall apart. It will. The only way is through ourselves. We can only control us, what we do, how we think, at what frequency we vibrate. So we can't cheat and try to manipulate the exterior. And that's what I see happening, is that you get to a point where you just surrender. You just accept that there are things that you can't control. And if you're going to be happy, it's just, you know, you just have to do your best and vibrate at your highest. And that's when things really start to happen here. I do, however, feel as though in this time of being alone, I think it's going to become a lot clearer to you what Ten of Cups means to you, because either this may have changed over time, or you were under the impression that this meant something that maybe it doesn't really. Okay, so maybe you thought this whole time that, you know what, I really wanted to be an astronaut, and now that I'm so close, I realize it's just not for me. You know, there's something here that you're discovering through this self-reflection period, through this isolation, that you are discovering that, first of all, what happiness means to you, and second of all, there's a lot that you have been carrying on your shoulders, as far as insecurities, as far as feelings of, yeah, just basically feelings of not being good enough, not measuring up. And so that is where you may cheat yourself sometimes out of happiness, because you're very guarded. You don't want to allow anybody to see your vulnerabilities. And so you end up sometimes perhaps putting up this front as a protection mechanism. But I kind of feel as though that method here has perhaps alienated some people in your life. You know, maybe past relationships. That's I guess something that you would have to ask yourself. You know, take an inventory of your past relationships and think about that. Has that behavior alienated some people from your life? All right, let's see what else we've got. So there's more hard work to be done here, I feel. There's more, you got to fight for a bit longer. That's what I'm getting before you get your reward. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I do see some work, like I said, still needing to be done. There's still some so I'm seeing the Seven of Wands here, so I feel like there's still a battle here to be faced, so to speak. But once things get going, once things happen, it'll be unexpected. It'll be fairly quickly, very quickly. Like once it starts, there's no stopping. Let's see. I do feel like you're going to get some help, though. Or maybe you'll need to demand help, even. Interesting. Okay, so I see you here being illuminated with the truth. So there may be some kind of issue that you're having here that's an obstacle to you creating something that you really desire. And it's almost as though you can't see the way, you can't find the way, no matter how hard you try. But then the truth is illuminated, or the solution is illuminated to you. You find the right option. I do feel as though there's times when you know the solution to things, you know the solution to problems, or you know the answer, the right answer, but you don't believe in yourself, and so you miss out somehow. Okay, so just be aware of that. Some of you may unexpectedly have to change jobs. But it seems really quick. So maybe like you lose a job, but you find one like the next day, the next week, something like that. It seems very, very quick. Okay, let's see here. I feel like some of you may be reuniting with, it could be a female, but it doesn't have to be a female, fire sign, Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, but again, doesn't have to be one of those signs. I'm just getting the sense, and this could be a mother figure. I'm getting the sense for some of you that there's going to be some sort of reunion. You were separated from this person, very worried about them. Very emotional about this, and you finally get your wish of being reunited with this person. This could be a good friend for some of you. This could be, like I said, a mother figure, a sibling, a sister. Okay. Okay, for others of you, it may be referring to perhaps an Aries. It doesn't have to, either gender doesn't apply, whichever resonates with you. But you may be reaching out to an Aries from your past, somebody that, again, you haven't spoken to in a while. So for some of you, it's for some of you, it's like a parent or something, a mother, a parent, a father. And there's some sort of reunion. For others of you, it can be like a husband, an ex-wife. I'm getting an ex. There's like a reaching out, wanting to talk. I'm just getting like somebody was worried about the other person, or just couldn't get them off their mind, or something like that, because there's been separation. But it's like somebody gets their wish and you're fine. There's a reunion here is what I'm saying. Okay, let's see here. I hate to say this, but I do feel that, again, I'm getting this message. For some of you, you could be losing your jobs. But I do kind of feel like there's going to be a new opportunity pretty quickly. And I'm seeing that again here. So it's unexpected. It's out of the blue. It's like somebody's keeping hush hush. Look, we have the Seven of Swords and the Moon. This is all about secrets. Hush hush. It's like the boss, the King of Pentacles in reverse, keeping some sort of big layoff that's coming, keeping it hush hush, and then all of a sudden it comes out and you're not happy about it. That's what's coming. The ships are coming in. The Four of Cups, you're not happy about it. Because this kind of, you know, throws a dent in everything, makes it feel like an inconvenience, kind of bad news. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Six of Swords. Being in reverse, it's kind of like, uh-oh, what am I got to get myself out of this issue now. I don't know, don't have a plan yet. This is like just finding out and being upset or having feelings of regret over it. But this is where I say, okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. There's another opportunity when this company, this workplace, somebody lets you go. You know, there's instability happening, and then all of a sudden there's a new opportunity that comes. So it almost feels as though the new opportunity comes directly from the ending. It's like something ends, something begins. So I honestly don't feel it's anything to worry about. Please don't freak out about it, but I am seeing it. I saw it twice, up here and here, and even when we started the reading, didn't we kind of saw that Hierophant in reverse, and I did say that there was some instability around you guys. So yeah, I am getting that message there. All right, guys, well, I hope that you enjoyed your whole story reading. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in a private reading, all the information is in the description box below. And you can email me at eyesofthestarstarot@gmail.com. Bye, guys.